Thanks for joining us on this election night. I'm Erin Jenkins.
And I'm Ken Watlington. WNCT is your local election headquarters today. Municipal Election Day all across the East.
Over a dozen mayoral seats were up for grabs tonight across the East as well.
Let's take a look at some of the big races we're following in Kinston. There will be a new mayor after incumbent Don Hardy lost by just 60 votes to the challenger Kareem S. Moore. Hardy has served the city of Kinston as mayor since 2017. And
in Washington, it looks like political newcomer Ellen Bravo will be the new mayor, defeating incumbent Mayor Donald Sadler by 54 votes. Let's take you to Farmville, where that Pitt County town will have a new mayor, incumbent John Moore, losing the vote to Alex Joyner. Moore first became mayor in that Pitt County town back in 2019. And in New Bern, Jeffrey Odom will stay mayor as he beats Holly Raby in that runoff race with 53% of the vote tonight. And let's take you to Greenville now, where incumbent Mayor P.J. Conley wins re-election. Conley getting 55% of the vote over challenger Mildred Atkinson Council. But there will be a shakeup on city council. District 1 incumbent and Mayor Pro Tem Monica Daniels is beaten out by Arjanae Jones by just 51 votes. And the race in District 3 even closer than that. Challenger Seth Hardy beating the incumbent Marion Blackburn by just 23 votes. And we kick off our team coverage from Greenville with a look at some of these races. 9 Your Side's Ernest Strother is live in our newsroom tonight. So Ernest, you caught up with some of the candidates tonight.
I was able to speak with the candidates, and there was some movement tonight here in Greenville elections, as you guys mentioned. But two seats that will remain the same for the next 2 years are the mayor seat, with Connolly winning his 5th term, and in the at-large seat, Portia Willis defeats Will Bell once again with 55% of the vote. Both say they're looking forward to continuing their work in the city.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for the opportunity to be able to serve another term. I've enjoyed it over the last 4 terms. I think we've seen a lot of progress has been made. I'm thankful for the citizens to come out and support me through this election process, and I'm hopeful that we'll continue to be able to move our city moving forward.
I appreciate the confidence that they have put in me, and it's a profound responsibility that I feel. I don't take it lightly, and it's a privilege and an honor to serve.
Willis and Connolly both wanted to thank community members for getting out to the polls and voting after seeing higher voter turnout here in Pitt County. In the newsroom, Ernest Strother, 9 on your side. All
right, Ernest, thanks. Let's stay in Pitt County now, where Ricky Hines will remain the mayor of the town of Winterville. Hines beating out Tony P. Moore and Ken Pierce with 60% of the vote. He earns another term in office. And we told you earlier that there will be a new mayor in the city of Washington. Incumbent Mayor Donald Sadler loses a close race to political newcomer Ellen Bravo. 9 Your Side's Olivia Wolfson spoke to both of them tonight. She joins us live from Washington. So, Olivia, what's the latest there?
Yeah, Aaron, Bravo is the presumed winner of this race. Right now we're outside the L Hotel, which she owns. She also had her watch party here earlier tonight, but not only is she a business owner, she's also a veteran, and she says one of the first things she's looking forward to doing in this role is opening up new lines of communication, so scheduling town halls and starting newsletters. I got to talk to her after the win along with Sadler as well.
I am really excited about bringing communication and transparency to city government here in Washington, and I look forward to the coming months working alongside the newly elected councilmen to just start implementing those types of things here in our community.
I enjoyed serving my citizens of Washington, and this is my home, so I will still continue to be involved in my community, as I've always has been.
Sadler also put out a statement on social media not too long ago thanking everybody who went to the polls and helped him in this campaign, and said that Washington will always be his home. In Washington, I'm Olivia Wolfson, 9 on your side.
Olivia, thank you. In staying in Beaufort County, the town of Aurora has a new mayor. Kurt Hendricks beats Sherry Hollister by just 7 votes. This election comes after longtime Aurora Mayor Cliff Williams died in a car crash in September in Pitt County.
The New Bern mayoral race has finally reached its conclusion after a runoff stemming from last month's municipal vote. Incumbent Jeffrey Odom has defeated challenger Holly Raby to retain his seat. Now Your Side's Jackson Saylor joins us live from his watch party tonight. Jackson, I'm guessing Odom very happy.
Yeah, Ken, that's exactly right. A very emotional night here at the Kitchen on Trent, as Odom received more than 52% of the vote, enough to keep him as the mayor in New Bern for at least one more election cycle. He was making the rounds earlier tonight, shaking hands, giving out hugs, sometimes with tears in his eyes. Almost a month ago, though, he received the majority. Odom failed to receive more than 50% of the vote, part of the reason Holly Raby was able to call for a runoff. Tonight, though, Odom received more than 52%, while Raby received just more than 47% of the vote. Odom expressed his gratitude to all those who helped him win tonight. He said if it wasn't for his support system, New Bern might have another mayor right now.
You know, we pushed through. We knew, we were confident that we would be standing here tonight victorious, and we just had to trust the process and go through that. During the filing period, I actually contemplated on pulling out of this election, because when you got 4 people in this race, you know, we knew it was going to be a challenge to win without having a runoff, and knowing that you have to have an election, potentially having a runoff, which is another election right behind it, is extremely tolling on the family. And you know, I seriously considered, you know, is it worth it? And then I had some people get in my ear and say, look, we've come too far. We've moved the city too much forward now at this point to walk away.
Odom said there was an emphasis in his campaign to focus on connecting and meeting with people rather than just putting out signs. He said, quote, "Signs don't vote, people do." Now, there was another runoff election here tonight in Craven County. You guys have more on that in the studio. From New Bern, Jackson Saylor, 9 on your side.
All right, Jackson, thank you.
And as Jackson mentioned, there is a new member on the City Council of New Bern's Board of Aldermen. Lady White taking over in Ward 4, defeating incumbent Johnny Ray Kinsey. White earning 56% of the vote in that runoff election there in New Bern tonight.
And let's take you back to Kinston. There's not only going to be a new mayor, there's also 2 new members on Kinston City Council. Sammy C. Aiken and Les Lipford won the most votes with 23% and 19% respectively. Then I'll be the 2 new faces on Kinston's City Council. To Washington County now, where the town of Plymouth will also have a new mayor. Crystal Davis will be leading that town after scoring more than 43% of the vote. Davis was previously on the town council representing Ward 2. She beats out the incumbent mayor of Plymouth, Brian Roth, by just 63 votes.